All right, we are back. 5:43 is the time right now. Cooler, less humid, and much quieter this morning. But obviously the big topic is what was going on over Lake Manawa yesterday. And you can see this is a picture of the rope tornado, if you will, or as we're classifying it, a land spout. All of these are true. We'll get into the definition of a land spout, which is a type of tornado, and we use rope to describe the appearance of these sometimes, so that is certainly very fair here. Christine, we thank you for that photo and similar photos. You've probably seen these all over Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, even some really cool videos out there. Dan Jenkins, one of our sales guys here at the station, also capturing that right over Manawa. And it was very isolated and confined to that area. Also, waterspout comes to mind, also not completely inaccurate with this, as we had a tornado touching the water there. The difference is with this, and it is a type of tornado, but it's got its own special classification for good reason. These generally form in a completely different area. They're very hard for radar to pick up. You don't get that classic hook on the radar. It's generally a very buoyant, unstable air mass. We had a couple boundaries come together. We had obviously a lot of juice in the atmosphere. That warm, moist air rises up, and you get this almost condensation funnel to form. The difference is, in a classic tornado, the cloud lowers, we get the wall cloud, and then you get the funnel, and then once it hits the ground, you get the classification of funnel cloud to tornado. Well, this was making contact. The difference is it forms from the ground up, so that's why it's unusual. Radar has a hard time with that, and everybody's like, what exactly is that? Again, classified as a land spout. They're very short-lived. They rarely cause any damage. And this one mainly over the lake, which technically would make it a water spout. But just a whole different type of procedure for that to develop. So hopefully that sheds a little light on this. But land spout, that's officially the term. I'm not making this up. That's coming from the Weather Service as we classify this particular case here. All right, fortunately, none of that going on this morning. 68 degrees. Winds are light out of the north. The dew point's down to 63. Area temperatures also much cooler. Look at this. We're down to 56 in Wayne. The temperature in Norfolk right now, 57. Hard to believe after yesterday. And still a few 70s showing up to the south of us. That's actually closer to the rain source as well. You can see very appreciable rain. We had the aerial flood advisory go out right along Harrison Street. It was kind of the middle marker there, if you will. Southern Douglas, northern Sarpy, locally 1 to 2 inches of rain. You can carry that up along that boundary in the parts of Pottawatomie County. Heavy rain, it's still coming down to the south and west, locally 2 to 3 inches southwest of Lincoln. All right, here's the current rain this morning. Again, mainly south of us. Non-severe, still pockets of heavy rain, southeast Nebraska, parts of southwest Iowa and northern Missouri. And I really think most of the rain is going to stay south of us through today. Just a slight chance of a rogue shower to develop. Better opportunities will be south and west of us both today and tonight. And then we'll see the possibility of scattered showers and storms increase at times through the weekend. But the cool weather, that's the other big story. 83 the high today with the light northeast wind. Still lower chances of rain, maybe a spotty shower again, mainly west and south tonight as we drop to 63. And then a forecast through the weekend, much cooler, highs in the upper 70s. We're not going to see a washout. It's not going to be wet the entire time. I think we're generally looking at hit and miss showers and storms. I kept the probability at about 60%. Just so you can plan on at least 1 or 2 periods of at least something falling from the sky, and then we dry out and get hot by the middle of next week. All right, more on our weather, and of course, Deanna will have more news coming back after the break. We leave you with this, live from I-80 and Dodge Street. Our NDOR cam there showing traffic slowly picking up, but we're quiet on this Friday. Stay with us. We'll have more.